Welcome to the Hey Girl Podcast. We have a repeat offender here.
Yes.
We have a repeat, highly requested guest. My friend, my person, my anticipated co-host. You heard it here first. Mr. Funny Mike himself.
You heard my person, right? I heard that, right?
My person.
Yes. We graduated. We're graduated. I love to be here.
Glad to have you. First, before we get to this episode, I want to give you your flowers because you put me on the map. Like, I put, obviously my works, but our episode took it there. Every time I go out, aren't you that girl from the podcast? I was in Jamaica and somebody recognized me.
Oh, that's fire.
Off our episode.
That's fire.
I swear to you, I was with Shelly. He was like, don't you got the podcast? You was with Mike. I'm like...
That's fire.
I'm like, that was confirmation for me. Like...
Funny thing is, I returned a favor to you again. So, I had this interview recently, this magazine article recently. None too crazy. The only reason why I haven't put it out yet to the public is because... I like presentation. You know I love presentation, right?
Very detailed.
Let's just say, if you thought Jamaica was something, sweetheart, once that article and the commercial comes out or whatever.
What? Why are you just now telling me this?
I was waiting for the reaction on camera.
Oh, I'm excited. So, yeah. What magazine? What article?
We can't tell you that, yeah. But let's just say, you're gonna love that shout out though. I even gave you like the writing credit too as well. So
Mike, you see, he's so good to me. Like you're a great guy. Not too much. We're not gonna get into it too much because you already thought we was dating. People thought this was a whole situation that is not. Let's clear the air. Let's start right there.
She did say my person.
It's my person. My person could be a friend.
Yes. Thank you for clarifying.
My person could very much be a friend. My person could be a dog.
Facts.
My dog is my person. He gets me. He gets me to the core. But I want to get into the word of the day.
Okay.
You blessed me with the word of lucid.
Lucid, yeah.
We're going to leave it there. Do your research. Lucid means what?
Lucid means like very clear to understand. So it's like if something is very clear, it's hard to misinterpret it. If that makes sense.
Okay. So if something's very clear, it's hard to misinterpret it. Okay. All right. What I took from that word is take things for what it is. Don't try to switch the narrative. If that person is not treating you right, they never going to get it right. Okay. Yeah, we're getting straight into it. I have some good topics for us to get into, but before we get into the topics, I want to start off with some icebreakers. It's called this or that. Okay.
Okay.
And you got to answer quick. Okay. So this or that, toxic or peaceful?
Toxful.
Toxful. I like that one. Everybody's trying to keep it PG. Oh, peaceful. No, bro. Toxic is good sometimes.
I kind of like when a woman is like, I'm gonna stop fucking playing with me. I kind of like that.
It gets a little razzle dazzle.
I'll be like, ugh.
But why you want to get there?
No, not. But I don't ever want to do it intentionally.
It's all right. Hold on.
I don't ever want to do it intentionally. But sometimes, I feel like because consideration is still something I'm still learning at a high. Okay. You think I'll be thinking I'm good at it 1 minute, and then the whole time it's like, damn.
It's a case by case scenario.
Yeah, it's a case. Yeah.
It is. No, it is. Because sometimes I be thinking I'm the most considerate person, but then I do some shit, and when they reflect to me what I did, I'm like, okay, maybe I see where you're coming from, and it's okay. Like, I'm sorry.
And it's like you can't blame them for like reacting to what you did. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and I kind of like that little like
stop playing with me. Speak. Be is it assertive? Be assertive.
Yeah, be assertive.
Be assertive about how you feel. That's okay.
So peaceful's cool. I love peaceful.
Toxful. Here we go. Orange juice or apple juice?
Orange juice.
OD, right?
Orange.
Ice cold orange juice goes crazy.
I would say Martinelli's though. I understand the hype.
I understand too.
But on an average Joe, I'm drinking orange juice
every time.
Twice.
I love orange juice. Twice on Sunday with a splash of champagne. Just a little mimosa.
Yes. And a mimosa, you're more likely to want in the orange juice mimosa than apple juice. So think about that.
If you get an apple juice mimosa, you're unhinged.
Think about that.
And you need help because what the fuck?
Everybody be like mimosas.
What are you doing?
Mimosas and wings. You're getting orange juice.
Mimosas and wings, right? You're not getting apple juice. Let me get an apple juice mimosa. I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy. Like why? You want attention? Like you feeding for attention? Like what? Shit. Okay, skinny or thick?
I can't honestly.
You gotta pick. You gotta pick one. Yep.
But they both have.
The time is ticking.
I would say the middle, the middle, the thin line.
That's not an option.
Nah, because I do like thick women, but I've been with skinny women though, so it's like.
So, Mike,
I can't choose.
you have to this or that. It's the game. You can't
All
go
right,
against the
I say for as of this moment, like
the last
right now,
3 months.
That's still tough.
Really? Damn. Oh, you been getting around?
No, not even.
Not even. You can't pick?
Like, damn. It's just I can't honestly answer that question because
we're gonna circle back because I want to answer that.
Okay.
Light liquor or dark liquor?
You know what's so crazy? One person who really don't drink alcohol the way like I drink socially every time. I still don't know the combinations yet. So
that is true. I feel like you just be going with the vibe.
Just going with the vibe.
You're just, all right, whatever's here, just give me a cup.
But I have had more mixes with light liquor, so I'll go with
light liquor is a vibe. I used to like my little hen dog. I used to like Hennessy. Hennessy and Douce. Remember Douce?
Oh yeah.
Douce used to have the streets going wild. Now we on a Don Julio wave.
What would Hypnotic be?
That's more so like that's not light or dark.
Yeah,
that's his own category.
Okay, so
that's a liqueur.
Okay.
Liqueur with the ER.
I know Teleport is definitely dark though.
Teleport is different.
Yeah.
I had Teleport and Don Julio one night.
DJ.
When I say I don't remember a thing from that night, it was a wild time.
DT, if you're hearing this, fuck you, and you don't Teleport.
Shout out to DT. Hey.
Yeah.
All right, beauty or brains? You gotta pick one. You're
brains.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Zombie or vampire?
Vampire.
Okay.
No, and you're listen. I watched the episode. Why would you want to be a zombie?
I don't even know. I don't even know what I was an option. I didn't even think about it.
That was advocate.
Yeah, I'm like zombie.
Bro,
I don't want to be a
think
zombie.
about it. You're more likely to get your head blown off as a zombie than a vampire.
Vampire really do just be cooling. They be chilling to the nighttime, and that's when they start wilding out.
What's that show called? The Originals with Claws, whatever those vampires.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, or that Disney Channel show back then, My Babysitter's a Vampire.
Yes,
love that show.
That's a
had a crush on vampires.
Oh damn,
women vampires.
So that's your kink. Listen, Halloween coming up, y'all. Be a vampire.
You couldn't be one.
No. All right, if you could have a superpower, which one would you pick and why?
All right. You know what's so crazy? I feel like this answer will always change. I'm going to go with Professor X's superpower. The more I think about it, I feel like the ability to read minds would be fire.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be fire. But then again, I don't really want to know what's going on in your head.
My other guest said that too. She says she wants to read minds. She want to know what everybody's thinking.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'll go. Final answer. I'll stick with that.
Read minds. Mine would be. I'm gonna steal my guest answer. Teleport.
Fire. That's a great answer.
Because if I want to go to St. Lucia, I can just blink my eyes in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Hey, we on vacation every day.
Oh, I see why you say teleport. Oh my God. The way I live, I'll take teleportation. I live in Far Rockaway. Yesterday, the train service did not work. It's just that, you get off at Euclid. You get off, then you take the shuttle bus. And then you take the shuttle bus to Howard Beach JFK. And then you take the back to Far Rockaway.
That's too much
teleportation.
So give me that shit now, immediately.
And then if a girl wants to see me, I can just teleport. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be there in 2.5 seconds or less.
Make it 2.3.
2.1. If you're nasty.
Yes. I mean, we must stay focused, my brothers.
We must.
Focus.
Okay, so we're going to get into today's topics, okay? So I seen your post the other day. How you posted how you're ready to settle down, you're ready for a missus. Yeah. So diving deep into that, I want to ask you, do you feel like you can put a woman in her femininity, or what will make you ready? If she showed up as herself, what will make you ready to be like, that's the one?
Oof,
what does she possess? Who is she?
So let's address the first part question, which is the femininity. I truly have an unpopular opinion here. I think a woman should already be in her femininity.
That was gonna be my next question.
That's one, because think about it. Like, I should be able to enhance it or maintain it, if that makes sense. Like, a woman shouldn't be in her femininity and then I should take her out of it, if that makes sense. Because it's like, there's a reason why like women, they feel the needs compelled to do everything because of that hyper independence, because of the lack of, you know, labor, or the lack of like care, the lack of like just doing shit as a man. So it's like, that's why they act out of their femininity.
It's hard out here sometimes.
It's hard,
especially for like, I'm not gonna say for a woman, but a woman that's like on her shit.
Yeah,
it's hard to like maintain that softness when it's like it's only you're working mad hard. You got to figure everything out. You don't have somebody to assist you with that.
And it's like, if you're, again, it's like, I look at it as, I come into your life to add to it, to be an asset and not a liability. Like, I don't want to ever be like, oh, I don't want to ever be like, if me being your life like takes away from what you have to do, takes away from you just not performing the best self, then I clearly shouldn't be with you, if that makes sense. So that's my take. And if woman came to me as her, like as herself or whatever, you know what's so funny? Goes back to the consideration thing. So for me, right, I don't know if it's something I'm probably dealing with. Maybe somebody else deals with this too. But for me, I have like, I got to think back to the last episode that we did, because this is a good gap, good gap of time has passed.
Last episode was February.
So intentional dating, right? I've been on that completely, right? Really good at it, right? But I feel like the alignment kills me. Like they're not aligned with you. Yeah, like whether they're not aligned with me, or it's like, okay, we ready to take it there, but then it's like it's something holding you back, or then it's like some unworldly life, unfortunate event that I can't really tell them, hey, we should do this together, if that makes sense. Despite the fact that I'm offering my services, like we'll be teamwork makes the dream work.
Can you give an example?
So some people feel that if they're not working, they, you know, if they it's better yet, they lost their job. Okay. If they feel like they're not where they want to be at in life, as far as like schooling and, you know, the career and stuff, they feel some way, somehow that I'm not fully ready to take that next step. And it's funny thing is, a girl that I recently I cut things off, and I really did like her a lot. She talked about perfectionism, and from your standpoint, and from my standpoint, but it gave me a little clarity. Okay. And she was like, I feel like you live too much in perfectionism a little bit. And it kind of hit me, because I'm like, no, I don't. But then I'm like, I actually sat and thought about that. I was like,
you do like things a certain way, and that's okay. I feel like somebody that's your equal, they will understand and get that side of you.
Yeah, and you know,
they probably made her feel less than though.
And I also attributed to it, like there were things that I wasn't being as considerate as I thought I was. So that was another thing. But as far as that's done, like I feel like I am ready for a partner. It's just like, it could be as simple as, for example, I'm here, but you live like 3,000 miles away. That hurts. It hurts regardless of what.
I don't know
or
about
it'll
that.
be like, let's say I'm like, okay, I just got my job like in let's say August, because I was out of a job since April, but you know, I was still doing my thing or whatever. I literally couldn't take dating as seriously as I wanted it to, because it was kind of like, damn, I'm already overwhelmed with what I have going on in life.
For you to take on that extra load, that would be too much.
Yeah, and I'm like, with all the loads I can give y'all,
I can only give so much.
I can only give so much. So it was kind of hard showing up. Yeah, it became so hard showing up for myself that I realized it was translating to showing up for her. Oh my God, that is a quote. Sorry, no, it is. If it's hard to show up for yourself, it's gonna be hard for you to show up for other people. Yeah, so. No, literally. If you're all right, let me get my thoughts together. If you're not your best self or in that position to date somebody, then you made the right decision. You need to self-reflect and be for real with yourself and notice like, okay, this ain't gonna work, because it takes money to date. And you know, even with the minor things, even if we want a 4 for $4, if you don't got the $4, bro, like we need to eat like the basic thing. Nobody's saying take me to STK. Bro, I'll give you a great example. So, all right, I don't care what any guy says, right? A man's purpose in life, especially from, you know, a heterosexual relationship with a man and a woman, I don't care what they say. You are supposed to provide. It's simple as that.
You must provide.
It doesn't matter.
Peace.
It don't even matter financially all the time.
Yeah, it don't have to be monetary, and that's what people don't get.
Bro.
You don't have to. When a woman says she wants a man that provides or a traditional man, she wants a man that gets it.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
Bring peace. Bring
peace.
like keep my mind at ease.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. Like keep me stable, and she's gonna do the same because women are reciprocators.
Yeah.
If you're not like giving life into me and making me feel secure and like stable and making me feel all right, things gonna be okay. How's she gonna show up to be the best woman to you? How's she gonna do that? All you bringing is stress.
You're not lying.
Stress and penis. Like that's it.
Yeah. You know what? Happiness. If you say happiness slowly. Say that slowly. Just say it slowly.
Penis.
There we go.
We go. You feel me?
My penis make her happy. My penis make her happy. Happy.
But outside of happiness, we need the funds too. Or just enough to keep us afloat. Like don't be out here dating knowing you can't even afford to pay for her train ride if she need to get to work. She need lunch for the day that costs $10. You can't even do that. So she got to do it on her own.
This is a vulnerable moment. There was one time so I'm a guy who has accumulated a lot of money in the span of 25 years, like from something I bet on myself, right? But I say post 22, I have to go back to, the 9-to-5 life or whatever. Nothing against 9-to-5
and it's okay.
Life. Nothing against it, right? So, actually 2023. Let's just, because 2022, I had to make that transition. And in 2030, I got my first job. But there was one time I was dating this person, actually. And I went from just taking her out, spending time, spending money, whatever. And it was viable, whatever. But it came down to she asked me does she have any money do I have any money to pay for some train ticket or whatever? It's like $50, $60, $70. And it kind of hurt me to say no. Yeah. I was like, I
know it eats at the guy.
It eats. And guys, and I don't think women really truly understand this, is for a guy who actually genuinely cares about showing up for you, sometimes women don't see, sometimes the wrong woman will see it as, oh, he can't pay for my this, then he can't be my man. The whole time, you don't even know if that guy probably went through 3 different people saying, so yo bro, can I have some $50? I told my mans one time,
just to spot you,
he spot me 50 so I could send to a girl before. And I told him what was the truth was. He said, damn, you really liked it? He said, yes. I would never asked you if that was the case. And I've been on both sides of the spectrum, but as the man, it hits because it's damn, we really want to be there for you and provide for you. So it hits me when I can't be a provider more times than usual.
So do you think, all right, I got a question for you. Do you think the woman should be patient with the man until he gets back on his feet, or should they both step away from the situation so he could focus and grind?
Only be patient if the guy is showing he's worth being patient for. And that sounds so surface level answer, but I'll give you an example. It's a difference of just letting the guy go back and grind when he's repeatedly showing that he's not interested. Again, it goes back to you wanting an ambitious person. So it's for me, I will not be working, but if you knew how I kept myself afloat, I was just reselling, I was into the housing stuff like that, I was on what do you call this? Insta work is an app where if you can find a shift, something.
It was by gigs.
Yeah, by gigs. I don't like making excuses for something I have. Yeah, my family was helping me out here and there, but even if they didn't help me, I kind of I was every week it was okay, how are we gonna eat this week?
No, for real. No, it really gets like that sometimes. And we're young. I don't want people to take away from this he gotta have $1 million, he gotta have a bag. Shit happens, and if I don't got it, who am I to talk down to somebody else if they don't got it?
How you gonna get mad at the man?
You don't even got the money.
When you ask him for money, but you don't even have the money.
You don't even have the money.
Oh, I asked you, but you don't have the money.
You don't even have it. How do you call it be broke?
And then you're parading on social media. Oh, I 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga. Of course you ain't got no nigga. You ain't got nothing.
That's why you don't got a nigga, man. Get your shit together.
95 degrees.
Get your priorities together.
Don't get 95 cents first, then come back to me. $95.
Right. Get a 9 to 5.
Nah, get something.
Talking about 9 to 5s, I want to talk about this 9 to 5 hustle culture. And like, do you believe in the hustle culture? Like, we got to get this money, or is it a balance? Like, we must relax. We must like have some type of like rest.
We must stay focused.
We must relax. I had to tell myself that, like, I have to relax, real, because I be going in sometimes.
All right. So you got accustomed to me at a time where I was enjoying life.
Okay.
I'm really glad you met the Michael that was just enjoying life while still doing his thing. I kid you not. I had my own fair share of relationships or whatever,
okay,
on and off, here and there. But the thing is that I've learned in that hustle culture attitude is that life isn't really the most enjoyable. Now, why I can break that down is, it's good being like, okay, you make your goal here, you make your financial goal here, you got your crib, all that stuff, and it's cool. But life is meant to be enjoyed in moments and spent in moments.
Yes.
Like, so when you have kids, you're going to be like, oh, all I have is this for money. But when they want to know how you grew up and how you like, what experiences you had, what are you going to say to them if you have no moments?
Just literally, I was at work. I was working.
Just at work and everything. And that's why I be telling like, people, that's why I had this ongoing series now that said day 50. I'm on day 50 now.
I know. I was tuned in. I'm like, oh wow, it's been 50 days.
It's been 50 days.
It's been 50 turn-ups.
People said it's like, oh, it's about every time you go outside. No, it's about every time I'm actually outside enjoying myself.
And you have to capture those moments, because those are the memories that you remember. Like, that's why I don't beat myself up when I spend a bag on traveling, because those are moments I'm never going to get back.
I'd be looking at your story. I'd be like, God bless America.
Like, a time was had.
Not even on some like creep weirdo shit, but you've dead at. Listen, I would see you in scrubs. I would see you doing the teeth whitening. I would see you doing the podcast. Then I'm like, oh, she's traveling? I said, that's fucking attractive and it's fire. Yeah. Because that means you care to actually live your fucking life.
Yeah, it's not about just being in a section. You could do that. We could do that. We could still be outside. But I want to be in a section overseas.
Yeah. The only section we got to worry about is my airplane seat.
Right, exactly.
A, B, or C?
Am I in F or E? Am I in the window or am I in the middle seat? That's the section I would worry about. Like, seriously.
CD.
Okay. CDs.
You see these nuts?
That's a throwback.
But look, like, it's the good thing about like the differentiation. Now, I've lived both lives where, especially as a man, you just want to constantly just get to it.
Team no sleep.
I've done $1 million in sales. I have done pretty much everything I said I was going to do as far as like financial goals aspect. I might not have been a millionaire, but I have been a 6-figure earner.
But you touched that.
And I touched it at a younger age.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So now it's like, I want to be able to have that balance of like like people actually like, what do you do all the time? I said, I am the man of many things.
Yeah. No, literally, the jack of all trades. Yeah. I do it all.
Yeah. And
I do it all.
And all while living my life. The next, like, you actually inspire me to like, I tell all my people who travel this, like, you inspire me to go travel. Like,
travel. Book that flight. See the world. Book that flight, because when you get older, not God forbid, when kids come into the equation, you can still travel with kids, but it is going to put a little hold on you, know? So while you don't have no kids and technically no ties to you, live your life. Even if it's a little quick Miami trip. Exactly. Or a weekend trip. DC. Like, something that's right there.
You went to Miami?
I've been to Miami. Only once.
I never went to Miami.
But I had a time.
DJ be trying to drag me. I just be having unfortunate reasons not to go.
I know. You should go for spring break.
I should. Go
ahead for spring break. You gonna have a time.
Somebody said I'm gonna lose my mind there.
You might. You just might. I never been there during spring break though, because it's not my like cup of tea. It just be too much going on.
Listen, if I'm saying it's too much going on, then it's too much going on. So,
don't go to Miami during spring break. It'd be too much.
To answer your question, I think it has to be a balance of hustle. Like, you can hustle you can make a culture within yourself saying hustle all you want, but I promise you that is the fastest way to either depression or misery. It's
I'll be miserable at work. I'll be checking these clients and like, oh brother, how can I help you?
Yeah.
Again.
Like,
please.
Yeah, the
first
movie,
name.
The movie. You ever seen the Incredibles movie where the big guy, the dad or whatever, he literally went from a superhero living his life to I gotta play you the scene. It's funny as hell.
It's so repetitive.
That's literally him, bro.
It's so repetitive. I literally, and this is why you see my little postcard. They got my job title because I took in the time. I get paid to plan this. I be at work like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna talk about. I'm not gonna say my employer because we're not gonna do that. But I work in the healthcare field for urgent care, a specialty urgent care facility in the orthopedic field. It is very repetitive.
Which arm you want to use?
Which one hurt? I'll do this one. I did it loud. So like
it when she touched my arm.
It's so repetitive. I do the same thing every day, and I've been working since I was 14. So I want to at least take a year off with just being a sole entrepreneur. That's my ultimate goal for the next year. So that's why I'm grinding right now, locked in. I'm going to be team no sleep, unfortunately, but it's going to be for the greater good. So I could just see what it's like to just chill, wake up at 10 and not 6 a.m.
There was this interview I watched back. He is V Boogie. Shout out to V Boogie. He's a popular content creator in New York City, right?
V Boogie?
Yeah, I am V Boogie, whatever. Really funny, probably one of the funniest guys I've probably ever seen on my phone.
Really? I gotta check him out.
He's like, you know how Drewski does his style of content? Okay. Literally, V Boogie style of content. V Boogie style of content is like Drewski shit. It's just, in a New York version or whatever, but he be doing some universal topics or whatever. Okay. But there was an interview he said a while back. He was in an interview. He was like, he had told his cameraman, let's lock in for 30 days. And I mean, not just saying it, but being about it. He spent 30 days of just creating content, just playing with it. And he probably spent an additional time of editing and all that stuff or whatever. Kid you not, he said he went from a certain number of followers to a big number of followers because after you got the content bunched up or whatever, now it's like, okay, let's take over. And I kid you not, I remember it because I remember when he had a little bit of followers, maybe a month or two later, he went from that to 100K in the span of
I'm telling
3
you,
months.
All you gotta do is dedicate the time,
bro.
Dedicate the time. Content creation is the easiest way to come up right now, and all you need is a plan and an idea, and execute. Yeah. You execute it effectively, that one video might take you there.
Bro, you can give me your flowers for me, but I've told you this when we were recording the first in February.
February, yes.
Remember when I posted you with the whole that we did the picture and then they was talking about your setup. I said that's all her. Right. If I told you the quality that she got out of this, the production that goes to it, right? Bro, y'all would think ain't no way. I said wait, believe it. And I gave the guy his props too.
Capo, shout out to Capo every time. He gets it done.
Bro, it's all about the presentation. Shout out Capo. Just give him some respect. Let's give him some respect.
Shout out to Capo for real.
Because it's true. I could do the post-production because content creation technically is post-production. As far as the cap cut and all that stuff go. But it's for you to understand the presentation and execution behind an idea, and I'm pretty sure, you probably studied other people. You probably did.
Oh yeah, of course.
The beautiful part is you took it your own. You took it, made it your own, and add your own sauce to it, and out came this combustional element. Fire.
Hey Girl Podcast.
Fire. So that's that.
All right. So I had a few topics around relationships that I wanted to talk about. So I wanted to know. First, what's your thoughts if your bros think your girl is trash?
All right, so I've had a lot of arguments.
She whack.
No, with my guys about a bunch of topics with women, guys group chats and stuff like that. Personally, with a question like that, I have a rebuttal for it. So my only rebuttal is this pre-relationship or in the relationship?
Yeah, in the relationship.
And when they means trash, does they
they be yo, we gonna just say Tiffany, Tiffany lost her, she lost herself. She got big since she been with you. Okay. Or they make those type of comments.
Okay.
She ain't on that no more when you
pretty much derogatory statements and comments. Okay, so how I would deal with that, first of all, you would never, ever, I even shut a lot of shit down. I tell them, in my presence or any medium that we speak on, do not ever disrespect my girl.
Period.
Completely. I don't care if she got depression. I don't care if she it's under controversy, don't do it. Because for me, I have the automatic feel the need to defend you.
Right.
You know, and that's just what it is.
That's our man too. Yeah, you can't just sit and take that and laugh with them.
And the beautiful thing is, I love my guys. And they like brothers, or any person I call like a guy, like a brother, you know, a friend. Like I take that shit to the heart. That's why I don't like to throw the term friend loosely. But specifically, my bros, like my bros. My issue with that is, you can have your freedom of speech. You can have your freedom of speech. You can have your freedom of speech, but guess what? If it was the other way around, I wouldn't say that to you.
Right.
So therefore, if I wouldn't say that to you, I'm definitely going to tell you not to say that to me.
Right.
So I don't like, and people are very subjective. So it's like, the objective could be here. Let's say Tiffany did gain weight, but if we told you the reason why she gained weight, that's the objective. But of course, you're gonna have a subjective opinion that has nothing to correlate to the objective.
You just seen an observation. You just want to speak on it, unprovoked. Nobody asked you. Like, I like her thing actually.
And even if we probably already have conversations about this now, I would say you should. I don't want to say listen as in like welcoming it, because people don't realize, I learned something recently too. It's not about what you say. It's not even about how you say. It's the impact of what you're saying.
Like, what's the reason behind it?
The impact. So it's like, you could have the best intentions, and they probably could have the best intentions with their comments, but it's the impact of words. Like, you know, that's gonna really impact Michael, his probably his people, whatever. Why would you say that? So it's like, I learned to not, just because you can have your freedom of speech, it doesn't mean I have to welcome that shit either.
Yeah. Or accept it. Like, you should check it right then and there. Like, don't speak on my woman. Yeah. I like her a little fluffy.
Yeah. So I have a rebuttal. So I posted up an unpopular opinion the other day.
What you said? I
was like, I don't believe in you don't have to like me, but you have to respect me statement. And I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm gonna break this down really simple. Okay. Right? For me, respect for you comes from respect from anybody that I have comes from a like that I have about them, and that doesn't have to be romantically. I'm talking about a genuine approach to everybody. Okay. But before we get to respect or any kind of like, I have to treat you. I like to go off decency. I believe every human being deserves decency. Yeah. Decency and respect are not the same thing. Right. They're not the same thing. They might operate. It's very similar. Yeah. But they're not the same. Cordialness and respect are also not the same thing. It's not. Professionalism and respect are also not the same thing. So once you start breaking those like words that I just gave you with decency, cordialness, and professionalism, I realized that I don't have to respect you. I don't have to respect you. Now I could understand why people say that statement, because it's very case by case situational, because it is. But generally speaking, I give every human being decency. I give people I don't like cordialness. Like, if I have to work with somebody I don't like,
I hate cordialness too. I hate being around people that don't like, I don't mess with them. I don't want to be. Yeah. It's awkward.
If you put me and let's say me and DT really hated each other, but we have to work together, I'll work with him. WWE taught me something about that when I was younger. It was that there was people in the workplace that did not like each other, but you would never know that based on how they work on television.
And y'all sharing the same goal. Like, if it's business, we gonna get this bag, and then it's fuck you immediately.
It's
after.
Fuck you immediately. It's still
immediately fuck after. You. Like,
so that's why it's like, okay, cordialness and the professionalism is just like, you could say all the craziest shit in the world, and I'm gonna be like, okay, peace and blessings. Have a nice day.
Have a good day.
If I respect you, I'd be a little bit more like it's like an honor thing. It's a status thing, acknowledging you a little bit more. Like, that's what that is for me. And then like, I just really like have a positive things to say. So it's a difference.
I agree. Okay. So basically, you're going to check your bros if they have something disrespectful to say about your girl, as you should. I stand by that. Right. I want to know, do you think it's childish to believe in cuffing season? Because cuffing season is upon us. It is September. Okay. It's about to get cold. Okay. Everybody running to find their favorite liar.
I want to know your answer to this.
Is it childish? I think it is, because why is it a season? The summertime come around, people forget that they had a girl all fall, all spring. They losing their goddamn minds.
All right, you know what it is with social media that I've learned? We went from saying cuffing season to You gotta learn your partner in all seasons.
In all seasons.
What you mean now?
People getting desperate. The clock is ticking.
Bro, but it's such a like everything is trendy. I get that, but it's like that didn't make sense saying that
at all. You gotta learn. Now they want to get deep. Learn your partner in all seasons.
But for real, all right. I don't think. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna sit there and pretend and play this high morality card that I never said cuffing season. I think that's crazy. But I can say as like growing up, I don't say that no more because it's just like, again, if you want a partner forever, you're gonna go through 4 seasons.
You're gonna make it through every season. Lifetime. It don't matter if it's 90 degrees, 95 degrees.
And like you do have a nigga, and it is about me.
It is about you. Yeah. It's okay to have a man in the summer. Like these men and
you got me.
you
fuck. Nah, but I get know what it is though, but it's like the wording of things that it's like, I ain't gonna lie, if you ever were to word a headline, right, there are certain words you're not gonna use to make that headline convincing or that trendy line. Like think about it, even the gorilla line, like 95 degrees hit, like when you outside, you're shaking your ice cup or whatever, you don't want to have to deal with no man, but when the winter come,
now you want to snuggle up and watch movies all day.
So make a line about that.
I'm snuggling up with my man watching Polar Express, and it's 30 degrees.
Yes. Hey.
Watching Polar Express. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, girl,
my God.
Please.
It's the second time.
Please don't die.
Wrong pipe.
You like wrong pipe.
I choked on my spit.
When you mean wrong pipe, okay.
Doesn't it go down the wrong tube?
Well, yes, but that's not what I was referring to. Wrong pipe.
Mike, don't start with me today.
Okay.
Not today.
I was like, wrong pipe. We didn't discuss that.
On that note, clearly that was my cue. I want to ask you to end off the podcast. What do you want to be remembered for?
My contributions to society. Like, I want people like to say, oh, social media person, all that stuff. But I've heard, I've watched, I've got told this. People have used my social media as a blueprint for like certain things. And but the thing is, I want that because it's like, social media is like a digital resume. It could be like a documentary, but I do other things in real life too, as well, beyond social media. But I want to be remembered for my contribution to society and remembering that I've really tried to get people to bet, to get them to believe in the idea that you can bet on yourself and win at it. Sure, you might go through hardships along the way, but that's you can win at it with the right moves, the right people, being genuine, like not having no malice and hate in your heart. Like that, you can really push a T, the grind and, rap references right there.
That's a push a T.
You could do things in life. So it's just like, just remember that you do leave a life behind when you do, like, when your life passes. You do leave a life for people to be like, oh, this breathed lives into me. Michael Jackson is still breathing lives.
To this day, he died in 2009. 2009.
Just saying. So it's like, for me, I just want to be remembered because I don't think I was always a good person. Like I definitely am really petty. I'm also, I personally think I could be very strategic and calculating to a person that wants to play with me.
Right. Don't play with him.
But at the same time, I do believe in, again, decency. So it's like, I give y'all decency to everybody I meet. So just be remembered for my contribution to society and to people.
That's a great answer. Nobody asked me that question, so I'm going to answer it for myself.
I want you to answer that.
I would like to be remembered for my kindness, my thoughtfulness, and the heavy breathing, please.
I'm sweating.
Fan them down.
Yes.
I want to be remembered that Destiny would go above and beyond for you every time. If you prove to her that you rocking with her and you solid. Be genuine to me and I'll be genuine to you, and the possibilities is endless. Like what you need, I'm there for you. I'm always gonna be there for you.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes.
So don't cross me. Period. Okay. So we're gonna do a card pull.
Okay.
I do this with all my guests. It is a self-discovery game.
I remember this. I like this game.
What's the word I'm looking for? Jesus. It basically helps you discover your past, future, and present self, and ask you questions. So pull a card.
You remember where I picked up last time?
They're kind of mixed up right now, so honestly, you could just pick the presence and the past and the future. Not you hiding it, please.
Yeah, you can't see it. Can't see it.
All right. If you want to pick another one. Ooh, I like that question.
Oh my Jesus!
All right, you go first. He's like, you gotta
go.
go.
No, you
one.
go first. You go first.
Okay, mine says, "What are you not sure about anymore?"
Wow.
I know, right?
That
this
was good.
This is a future question too.
You gonna like my question then?
Okay, I'm not sure about inconsistency. I used to tolerate inconsistent people. I'm not sure about that. It's not even I'm not sure. I'm not dealing with that no more. So yeah.
Simple. That's a way better answer.
Yep, straight into the point.
Well, we'll both answer each other's questions.
Okay. So what are you not sure about anymore?
Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm still on the right path. Like, I feel like I am, but I'm not 100% sure as I used to be.
That's relatable.
Like, because my people will say, oh, you do a lot of things, but I only do things that connect with each other. Like, you can't tell me that me being outside or me being at this networking event didn't lead to this also canon event with this person. Again, we met.
Yeah.
Like literally in a setting where we didn't officially meet, but that event that I also got invited because of my content or my generosity towards people was what's Honcho's dinner. But
Her Christmas dinner, yeah.
And then we end up realizing, oh, you was there.
Yeah.
Then it led to a party that technically kind of resembles a club.
Right.
And yet, whole time, we two networking individuals.
Exactly.
And then
everything aligned.
Everything aligned. And then it led to magic happening.
Right.
With us. Just saying, you could do better. I'm just saying.
You could do better.
She is better. She is better. Okay.
Yep.
But that, and I just want to be, I'm not, maybe because I haven't created like content that I really like since July, but I'm not too sure if I'm on the right path. But I feel like it's just a part of the journey.
It's a part of the journey. You got to embrace each part. The low points, the high points. You're going to look back when you finally make it to where you're supposed to be. Like, I had to have that thought. I had to go through that to know, like, this is why I'm here.
Yeah. This is why I'm hot.
This is why I'm hot.
All
right, what's your question?
Okay, so what part of yourself do you feel the need to protect? I'll answer it first and then I'll let you answer. Because since you answered yours first, and I answered okay. Okay. I would say I got it. That's too easy though. I actually been limiting my accessibility a lot. I don't think I'm even answering the question right, if that makes sense.
No, I don't think you are either. Like,
okay, that's
like your soft side.
So,
you want to protect.
I want to protect my. I guess my women call it this daddy-ish, hoodish side of me.
Daddy-ish.
Yeah, I'll explain why. It's like, because he said, you smile, people say, oh, you so used to me smiling a lot or whatever.
You do have like big daddy energy.
Okay, we must stay focused. No, but I have like this stern side that is like, it's like completely unrecognizable apparently to people. Like, this can't be the same
like
person.
I'm used to jokey Mike.
Yeah, like it's whole time. But the reason why I say this is because it's like, I don't really like being like, you know, I don't like yelling at people. I really don't like yelling at people. I don't like being purposely misunderstood. And I don't like being a smart ass. I don't like being a negative smart ass.
Okay.
Put it that way. So I guess I'd be like shielding him from people because it's just like, I know so many words and I know so many approaches to people. And I remember you mentioned the customer service thing. Sweetheart, let me tell you something. Customer service will allow you to take so many different approaches. Yeah. So it's because you're really trying to be professional as best as you can. So I guess the side I really want to protect is actually even better. I do want even better. I want to protect the person that is willing to give all. And willing to give all for a person that they're gonna underappreciate that, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's like, it was something I shared yesterday and they worded it better than I could. But being overly accessible does indeed make people undervalue you.
Yeah,
it does. It really fucking does.
It really do. If they know they could get close to you at any given moment, they could find you at any
they
event.
Know you're willing
is
to
like
do more.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So it's like overly willing. So I don't want to be as willing. I don't want to be as willing as I. So that pretty much falls in the same line, if that makes sense.
Okay, well, protect that version of you because you don't want it to get lost because of people actions.
Yeah.
The version I want to protect of myself is the person that is open to love. While dating, you go through so much, it makes you want to close yourself off and just be like, all right, I'm just going to be this hard person. I'm not open to love. I don't want to let people in because that's the part I want to protect. I want to always give, like, say I'm dating you. I just met you. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. Right? I want to give you the opportunity. Like, you might be my person. You might give me the things. Smack it out the way.
What?
You might be the person for me, but I could be blocking my blessings because I'm being hard. I got this guard up. I'm not letting you in. Nobody want to deal with that. That gives baggage. It gives, go deal with that. When you ready for me, come back around.
You want to tell the people how you kicked me to the couch, or which one you want to tell them?
How I kicked you to the...
Yeah.
Mike, don't start with me.
The couch right there.
All right. On that note, we are ending the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to follow the Instagram at HeyygirlPod with 3 Ys, and you can find my special guests here. Let them know.
It's only one Mike. It's only one Itsonly, the number 1 M, the number 1 KE, and we're gonna be watching Polar Express.
Period. In 35-degree weather.
Yeah. 35 degrees. Wow, that's a good run. That's good. That was good.
That was a solid
good.
clap.
That was yes.
That was crisp.
Sounds familiar.
Bye, guys. Bye. Yo, please, Mike.